Hey guys, Bro21 here. We're going to be doing a video today on ranking all of my cars. So this is basically like a vehicle tour type thing, and we're going to be rating each car from 1 to 10. We're going to do 1 to 5 based on performance, and 1 to 5 based on looks. So I don't have that much cars. We're going to do all my cars in my penthouse garage, and I think we're also going to do maybe we might just do the cars in my penthouse garage. So this might be a really short video, but I plan on updating it in the near future, and then maybe my ranking will change. At the end of the video, I'm going to show a list from 1 to however many cars I have, 1 being the best and the last one obviously being the worst. But that will be at the end of the video, so stay tuned if you want to see that. And let's get on to the first car. And the first vehicle on the list is a weird looking car, so before you see it, just don't say anything. Be prepared to be weirded out, I guess, maybe. But the first car is my least expensive car, which is a Karen Futo thingy. Don't mind the livery. Probably chill. So again, sorry for my chair. My chair is kind of like, I need to get a new one. But this car it's on San Andreas. I believe it was $9,000. If I'm not wrong, it was $9,000 right here. It cost me like $300,000 to upgrade. And I just want to say right now, I plan to make future upgrades to most of these cars. Performance wise, they're pretty much all upgraded. But for the rating, for looks, I'll give it a 3 or a 2.5. For performance, I would give it maybe a 2.5 again, because it's not terrible, but I definitely think there's better. And the looks, I feel like there's definitely better cars that look definitely better cars. But it is not bad, so the total rating would be a 5 out of 10, which is not terrible for my cheapest car. But this one, total rating a 5. So now let's move on to vehicle number 2. So vehicle number 2, which I can actually purchase for free because I have the starter pack in GTA, but it is the Turismo R, which I actually don't know how much this vehicle costs, so I will insert it on screen, because since I have the free version, I'm going to find the actual price of it. But for me, I got it for free, so it was probably about $400,000 to customize. And I do have to say, the performance on this vehicle is probably maybe a 3.5. I know I'm going in halves, but like, I definitely think some of my other vehicles are better in performance, and this is because I'll obviously have some improvements. Looks, I'm gonna have to go with like a 1. The looks on this car, let me turn off my headlights because they're like white and the car is literally green. But the lime green, I don't have any other color to change it to. And one thing I have with my cars is I don't like any of them being the same color. Well, around the same color, especially when I only have a few. So I just went with lime green because I was making a quick decision and I haven't really changed it. But for looks, I would get to give this car a 1. But performance, I think it's a 3.5. I mean, it turns well, it goes fast. I mean, I'm not complaining. I would drive this car. So, Turismo R gets a 4.5 rating. So now, let's go on to the third vehicle. And the third vehicle on our list, which I actually don't know. I know there is a trade price on this vehicle, and to get the trade price, you have to use it in the Diamond Casino heist with Young Ancestor, and that is the Furia, or the Furia, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Furia. Furia. I don't know. It's on Legendary Motorsports. And it is a part of the Diamond Casino heist. It is $2 million with the trade price. So I paid probably around $2.5 million for this car in total. Of course. And this car is one of my favorite cars that I have. Or one of my favorite supercars. This car is great. The speed activated spoiler, how it's just, you know, nice and flush, and as soon as you start driving, it pops up. And the spray on this vehicle, how it turns like to this yellow, it goes from purple to yellow when the sun hits it. So great color. Performance is great. It goes really fast. So can bring you places pretty easily. Turning, great. One thing about this car that I noticed, I don't know if it's just like how I drive or if it's this car, but this car does not spin out. There's like very few times where this car spins out, which is great. So it takes turns at high speed like it's nothing. But for performance, I think it's a 4.5. 4.5 for performance. And for looks, I'm gonna have to go with the 5. Like, and the light bar in the front, it's kind of messed up, but the light bar in the front, and just like the front look, so for this car, I'm giving it a 9.5. So now on to our fourth car. And our fourth vehicle today is the progeny Emirates, the best car. It's probably my best looking car that I have. It's by far. It is. It's a good question. Okay, there it is. I passed it. Sorry. It is $2.75 million, and it is so fresh, bro. Like, look at it. You probably can't tell, but it has the blue headlights too, and the blue and black theme. even look on the inside, you have the blue trim. This car is fast. The turning is. It does like this. It's a race car, so it likes to spin out a lot. Like before you get going, your tires just like sit there and spin. You move nowhere. So, but after that, then you're good. And this is the time where you kind of like drift out, and you might drift like that. So you kind of have to be careful of overturning. Because then if you overturn, there's just nothing at all. But other than that, for performance, I think I'm gonna give it. I still think I'm gonna give it a 5. I think it deserves the 5. Because the turning's not terrible. Once you get used to it, this car is beastly. And looks automatic 5. This car looks great. It looks really weird now that it's in the rain. But like, and there's a few scratch marks, but like, just look at it. I personally love this car. So the progeny Emirates gets a 10 from me. So now on to our 5th vehicle. The 5th car on our list. I think 5th or 6th. I think it's the 5th. But the 5th car on our list. Now, if you thought the Emirates was fast, this vehicle will smoke the Emirates. This car, son, Legendary Motorsports, and it is the progeny PR4 for $3.5 million. This car, wait, sorry, my chair, you know. Okay, this car is so freaking cool. I mean, it's an F1 car. Just listen. Bro. And we also changed the scenery a little bit because, you know, just wanted to put it on a straightaway to see. But not only is the top speed like 115, there's that whole nitro boost. And now we're going almost 150. And we're stuck in the tree. We are. Okay, there we go. Whew. They're gonna have to end this vehicle with a rating while we were stuck in a tree. But this vehicle, ooh, it was worth the $3.5 million. Like, this thing, and it's really tiny. It's like, it's very slick. He doesn't want to go 150 miles per hour and then just speeding down. And it's an F1 car, so the turning is prompt. It doesn't spin out, well, it might, but very rarely does it spin out. Like, you can take some sharp turns with this, and it wouldn't spin out. Like, Also, it does need some room to turn, so that's the downside. But for this car, I think I'm gonna give performance-wise a 5 for sure. This car is great. And I might be a little bit biased, so if you want to put your rating down below in the comments, go ahead and do that. Because they're my cars, so I might be a little biased, but I think this performance-wise is a 5. For looks, I'm gonna say probably a 4.5. I'm not the biggest fan of the F1 type cars, like the slick race cars. I like more super sports cars, but it still does look pretty cool. So we're ending the PR4 off with a 9.5 on our rating scale. We're gonna call it the Brotastical scale. That was so cringy, I'm never doing that again. But we're sticking with it, the Brotastical scale. So now, onto the 6th vehicle where we will rate it with our Brotastical scale. So, let's go round up the 6th vehicle, which I believe will probably be one of the best on this list. This vehicle is sick. So let's go get it. We are here with the 6th vehicle. And if you thought the boost on the last vehicle was crazy, wait till you see this one. This one is... Whew. We have our first vehicle on our list that isn't, or how it says is, that is on Warstock, and it is the Vigilante. I mean, this car, it kind of got wrecked a little. I was gonna repair the Los Santos Customs, but you can't. I mean, look at that. Did you hear that engine turn on? That is crazy, and the inside of this thing is like a spaceship. I mean, there's so many buttons right there, and there's so many screens, and bro, I literally pressed the throttle and it's already at 20. Okay, let's just, I don't think I've upgraded this car at all. But it's kind of fast. It's zooming. We go in. I can't really see because my hand's in the way. And then, we just have this jet engine basically on back. And this car will serve a purpose in a future video that should be coming out later today. But this car is fantastic. It is so fun going in the mountains and just going into the air and just flying with this thing is great. Like, I'll show you on just this little ramp over here. I mean, it's so fun. We can do that one in a second. But first, let's start off with this little baby ramp. Okay, kinda got stuck. But even then, we still went flying. We literally made it on top of the sign. Right now we're gonna hit the big ramp. Okay, you literally go flying. Like, It's not normal. You can't recharge your boost in midair, which kind of sucks. But for looks, this car gets a 5. Like, it looks so cool. It's literally a Batmobile. And the lights. I mean, come on. Oh, the one's kind of broken. But, come on. They literally look like little eyes. And they just hide into the vehicle and you don't want them. But for looks, this definitely gets a 5. For performance, I think I'm going to give it a 4. Because the speed without the jet engine isn't the best. Actually, I think I'm going to give it a 4. Because, I mean, it has a jet engine literally on the back. And it's huge. It's like the size of a person. The wheels on the back are humongous. And let's not forget, we got missiles. Who doesn't love missiles? Oh, these kids. Don't you love it? It's gonna walk onto their car, or no? I guess it's not gonna walk onto their car. Oh. And that's a train. The rockets on this thing are insane, too. Like, can I get the helicopter? I just got a helicopter. You need the flying vehicle, and you got one that has a boost. And rockets. So this, the vigilante gets a 9.5 on my rating list. Now on to, I think, the 7th and final vehicle. So, let's go on to the 7th vehicle, which I think pretty much everyone already knows. But, if not, let's go get it. So this is the final vehicle, and I think everyone already knows what it is. This vehicle is also another vehicle from Warstock, and it is right here, $4.72 million. The Deluxo. This car, I'm honestly gonna have to give the looks a 3. I mean, I do like the DeLorean, but this car, it looks like a regular old car that you would find on the streets, and there doesn't really seem anything special to me, especially in the car form. But when we go into the flying mode, it looks really cool. So I think I'm gonna bump it up to a 3.5 just for the flying mode, because the wings come out and everything. There's the generator in the back. It just looks all around dope. Performance, I'm gonna have to give it a 4, because it's not the fastest vehicle, but that kind of makes up for it being able to fly over stuff. And it's also 2-seater, which is not one thing it's not that good. But apart from the Oppressor Mark II, that thing's only 1-seater. It is really, really fast, but it's only 1-seater. So I'm just making that statement that the Deluxo's 2-seater. So this car makes a 7.5. Sorry, I'm cracking my fingers. I just like really had to do it. but this car makes a 7.5 on my list. So with the final vehicle, out of my 7 vehicles, I think my favorite is definitely, probably gonna have to say the vigilante. The vigilante or the F1 car, the progeny PR4. Even though the deluxe does everything for me, it's not my best car. Nowhere near. But anyways, that was the 7 different cars, and now we're gonna go on to the listing. I'm also going to calculate right now how much all my cars, how much money they all cost without any upgrades, just the car itself. How much money altogether I spent on just cars. Well, the 7 cars I have, because I've spent way more on cars, but they're all gone right now because I sold them. But let's go on to the tier list. Okay, so I just finished the calculations. On the left side is the total amount of money for my cars. Just my cars, not customizations, just the car itself. And on the right side will be the tier list of all the cars in order. And the top's going to be the best, the bottom is going to be the worst. And the total amount of money for my cars is $16,800,500. And that's pretty much not even for all 7 cars. It's pretty much for just 5 of them. Because one car is $9,000 and one car is free. So it's $16,800,500 for 5 of my cars, which is insane. And depending on how much cars I get in the near future, I'm going to make a part 2 to this. I'm going to see if any of my opinions change on the 7 cars that I have now. And I'm also going to extend it to the new cars that I get. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.